Good morning. It's a nice day today. The sun is shining for the first time at last here in the Netherlands. We're almost in June. Anyway, I'm on my way to Rotterdam. I'm going to try a new EV car. Just trying the EV car, trying to make up my mind of which next car would be instead of this Model X. And today I'm going to test drive the Skoda Enyaq. I hope that I pronounce it correctly. It's a fully electrical car from Skoda. They have two versions, as I heard, the 60 and the 80. And the 80 is the one with the bigger package, battery package. When I was looking on the website of Skoda, I noticed they have a very good description of the Enyaq. They have a very good description of the functionalities of the infotainment system and all the systems in the car. It's a good thing. And I was reading the specification of the Enyaq 80. It is, I think, 77 kilowatt hour package. I mean, this is the capacity of the battery package in the car. The maximum speed is limited to 160 km per hour. I don't know why they make always the limitation in the speed. It's a strange thing. And the acceleration is above 5 seconds. I'm not going to go into details how many seconds. It's above 5 seconds. The charging capacity of the Enyaq, I think, is up to 22 kilowatt on AC. When I was making the calculation, it can charge about 70 kilometers per hour. It takes 7 hours to fully charge on the AC. And the DC, it can charge up to 125 kilowatt. I know it's less than the Tesla, but in reality in Tesla you don't reach the maximum capacity of charging, when I noticed in the last 5 years. The price, of course, of the Enyaq, of the Skoda, is much less than, I mean, in volume, in the size of the car, comparing to Model X, is almost the half the price, because the starting price of Enyaq 80 is about 47,000 euro here in the Netherlands. So I hope I'm going to see how it's going to be, how the car, how it's functioning, the way it drives and something like that. And I hope you enjoy the film. So I took the keys. There's the keys to unlock the car. This is a car from inside. Nice cushioning, leather, I think. They have a big infotainment system. You can control everything. Again, you have all the functionalities. I'm not going to go in details, because it's all been mentioned on the film you can find on the website. You can control the screen, the sound from this touchless bar. There are some buttons to control the main functionalities in the car. 2 charging points with connection for the iPhone. This is the driving pod. You have the normal drive and recuperation drive, and neutral. This is the parking. Good space, a big space sitting from behind. I would say it's nicely made. Central screen, multifunctional steering wheel, some adaptive cruise control, and some inline keeping functionalities, sort of autopiloting. If you listen good, you can hear the EV sound. It makes some artificial EV sound. From the first impression, this car is solid. This car is quiet. The isolation again is very good. I don't know why the isolation in Tesla is really bad comparing with all those cars, but again, mine is 5 years old, first generation Model X. Also the Model 3 is one of the third generation here in Europe. Maybe this is the reason. This is solid made. The isolation is really very good. Again, very good, big, a nice multifunctional screen. Very good, nice, solid made. The interior is beautiful with some orange stitches. I don't know if you can see it with this camera. The doors, the closing of the doors is very solid and quiet. The behavior on street is very nice. Isolation is beautiful. The car is very good made. You see directly that there is an experience with building cars with Skoda. The acceleration on the Skoda Enyaq IV here, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong here with the installation, but I put it on sport, on P, on D. I tried everything. It's not that fast. I miss the real EV acceleration that I used to have on my Teslas, that I experienced with the Porsche, I experienced with the Audi, with the Mustang again, Enyaq. You don't get it here on this Enyaq. Of course, you cannot drive anywhere here above 110 kilometers per hour, so I cannot try the 160 kilometers per hour and see how it's being limited. And this car doesn't give you the feeling to go very fast. I mean, it's a family car. It looks like the ID4 from Volkswagen. You can have a look on my film on the test drive that I did with the ID4 before. So this car, the Skoda Enyaq I just heard, it has a retractable traction hook. I hope that I'm saying correctly in English. It's a very nice thing that Tesla doesn't have. The functionalities, again, the functionalities of auto steering functionalities is pretty limited. It's all about adaptive cruise control. I mean, not really evolved like you have in a Tesla, of course, or the same functionalities on the German one, the Porsche, Mercedes, or the Audi. Oh, there is an also anti-collision warning here in this car, and it does read the how we call it, the traffic boards. A good detailed maps with all the EV charging point on the map. I have to test if it shows the type of EV charging on the map. You have this thing from Skoda. You get an umbrella which you can put it in the door. There's more a Rolls-Royce feeling. And let's have a look on the front, as they said. The engine in the front. With radiator, I think, and cooling. So this is the IV80. This is the one with the big battery capacity, is about 7 kilowatt hour. Automated back door. We have some carriage for the cables and something like that. And it is with the CCS charging. Isofix points for seats, child seats. Very comfortable cushioning, it's all with leather. Here we have a flat floor, there is no step in the middle, so you can have a very good 3 seaters from behind. Some control on the air conditioning, a big head roof, a very spacey place, and also there is some luxury thing like the shadowing of the built-in shadowing of the glass. There is some option where you get a sunroof or a retractable sunroof, or how you call it, the glass roof in this car. It's a real big nice. So the Skoda Enyaq as a car is a beautiful one, very good made, very nice isolation, good materials. The only thing, it doesn't have the whooshy effect like the Tesla. It's made to be using as a city car with a family, the comfortable transport, full electric. I heard that there will be new versions next year with a bigger battery capacity, and I think with the dual motor, because all those Enyaqs are with the single motor, not 4-wheel drive.